So once again, Newcastle United heavily linked with some players for summer transfer moves to St James's Park. And we'll take a look at some of the players who've been on international duty because they've been doing well. This is the Toon Review. Hi everybody, I'm Paul, back again, and as you can see, the studio is back, the graphics are back, and I have the MacBook back, so camera working, microphone working, computer working, all is good, so we can bring you some more shows on a regular basis now, recorded and live, so lots of daily news updates and things like that to come. But we'll start off with today's daily news, and we'll talk about Moussa Diaby, who is the striker at Bayer Leverkusen, 24 years old, and a very, very prolific player. Good striker, knows where the net is. He has been linked with Newcastle United, but he's also been linked now with Real Madrid. Now, people a few months ago would have laughed at that and said, well, he's going to Real Madrid, isn't he? He's not going to sign for Newcastle. There's no point even attempting that. But now, as we said many, many times, Newcastle United are sitting at the top table with regards to transfers and things like that. Now, take no notice of what Luke Edwards had to say a few days ago when he said we'd only be having about a £90 million transfer budget. That's bollocks. You know, this is coming from a man who said Newcastle United would only have £50 million to spend in January. Look how that one worked out. So don't believe him when he comes on and all this crap about Newcastle not earning or not getting a transfer budget in the summer. It's a load of crap. Newcastle will spend what they want, to be honest, to get the perfect squad together. Now, Moussa Diaby has stated that he is interested in a move to possibly Newcastle United or Real Madrid. But the way Real Madrid are at the minute, it's a very uncertain situation there. Newcastle United have a plan. And as we've said on many, many shows on the Toon Review, it's all down to, how we sell the club, how we sell the ambition. And I think, with someone like him, we can sell the ambition to him quite easily. Another player linked to us is Nantes midfielder Ludovic Blas. He's possibly available for around 20 million euros in the summer, and he's definitely interested in a move. He's already stated that Newcastle United would be a team he would like to go and join. He's expressed his desire to come and play in the Premier League. So, again, another French player, another French League One player anyway, who is determined to go on to bigger and better things. And again, can we sell the club to Newcastle United in the right way? Because we know we've got to do that. And it's going to be fascinating in the summer just to see what kind of player we can bring in the door. You know, these players are going to be linked to Newcastle United many, many times over, as well as hundreds of others. We've got to put this into context. There is going to be rumours of many, many players wanting to sign for Newcastle United. But the good thing about this is, these are top quality players and still young and hungry. Both 24 years old, I believe, but, young and hungry players. And Diaby has a tremendous strike rate playing for Leverkusen, and certainly Ludovic Blas in Nantes is very, very highly thought of. So they could be players that we could bring in and really completely change the angle of this team for next year. But we could say that about any player that's going to come in, any top player anyway, which is very, very interesting. Now, on the injury front at Newcastle United, it's come out that Fabian Schar is struggling with an abductor problem. Of course, he's pulled out of the Switzerland squad for the international friendlies that his country are participating in because he wants to try and be fit for, obviously, the run-in for Newcastle United, which is great to hear that he wants to be fit, but it gives Eddie Howe a little bit of a headache because obviously we don't want him missing. He is one of the key players for this run-in, the last 9 games of the season, along with Dan Burn. We know the partnership that they've got together. We know how well it's working. So we have got to believe that, get fit. Please, just stay fit. I know we've got Lascelles to come in and people say, well, Lascelles played well at Chelsea. He did. But the two main guys at the minute are Dan Burn and Fabian Schar, and we really, really need those guys fit. So hopefully It's not too long that he will be out injured. Now, on the international front, Miggy Almiron scores for Paraguay and has another fantastic game. Now, this is something I cannot get my head around with Miggy. He plays brilliantly. All right, when he goes away with Paraguay, he's the main man. He's the penalty taker. He's on free kicks. He's involved a lot in the game. But then he comes back to the Premier League and it's like, he's just like a little child, if you like, in a man's league. He's just not there. Many people have said, including myself, that maybe that the Premier League is a little bit too much rough and tumble for him. It's not really the league that he should be in. Maybe he's more suited to the Spanish league or even the French league for that matter. Maybe Germany. But certainly the physicality of the Premier League seems to be a bit too much for Miggy. Which is a shame because obviously, as I say, he performs brilliantly for Paraguay, but then he pulls on the Newcastle shirt. It's like it's a different bloody player. Now, on another positive note, Bruno was a second-half sub for Brazil and got another assist in their 4-0 trouncing of Chile, which is now 2 assists in 2 games for Bruno. And it's clear that he is very, very highly thought of within the Brazilian ranks, which is fantastic because it puts Newcastle on the map as well. Because people will be saying, oh, who does Bruno play for? And of course, it's the richest club in the world now, Newcastle United. So that can only benefit us again. Which is very, very exciting. So brilliant for Bruno, and I think he's now going to be playing a major, major part for Newcastle United in the last 9 games of the season, without a shadow of a doubt for me. He's proved what his quality already, and that will only get better the more he settles into the pace of the Premier League. So well done to Miggy and Bruno in their internationals, and Chris Wood as well. He's bagged another 2 goals for New Zealand, so he keeps going and going and going. I think that's 4 now in the last 2 games he scored for New Zealand, in a win over New Caledonia, wherever they are. I'm not sure who New Caledonia are. I'm not sure where they are in the world, but you know, he's only got to score against people that he plays with, and he didn't come on till I think the 71st minute. So he bagged 2 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game. I think they won, was it 7-1 or something? I think they won. A comfortable win for New Zealand. But on the flip side of that, and I said this on the last Daily News show, Chris Wood is scoring goals, and it doesn't really matter who it's against, because if he can get his, confidence up in front of goal again, that can only benefit us, hopefully. I'm saying it hopefully because I haven't seen anything in a black and white shirt that's going to change my mind on him. But on the flip side of it, he has now bagged 4 goals in 2 games for New Zealand, and that has got to give him some kind of confidence to move forward when he comes back to Newcastle and the Premier League starts again, to really get stuck in, get that confidence up and get a few goals for Newcastle, because that would be great. It would be absolutely great, and I'll be first to pat him on the back and say, well done, son. And finally, take what you want out of this bit of news, but Newcastle United are apparently monitoring the situation of Paul Pogba at Manchester United. Now, we know that Pogba, is getting interest from the likes of Juve again, Real Madrid, those type of teams. But as I said earlier in the show, we are the richest club in the world. We'll be shopping at the top table, whether we're in Europe or not. It's how the club sells the plans and sells the ambition to these players. Now, Paul Pogba, I'm not sure what to make of Paul Pogba, if I'm honest. Whether he was linked with Newcastle or not, I don't know what kind of player Paul Pogba is. I think he's very, very hit and miss at Manchester United. Yes, he did well at Juve, no doubt about it. Seen some fantastic goals from him when he played for Juve, but, it gives me the idea that he's a bit lazy sometimes, or if the game doesn't interest him, he's not involved. And listen, Paul Pogba's going to come with a massive wage. There's no doubt about it. Now, are we wanting to pay a lot of money for that kind of player when, we're not sure that he turns up every game? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the Pogba rumour, because it's a real intriguing one. Certainly with the amount of players that are going to be available in the summer. Dybala has said, obviously, he's leaving Juventus as well. Are we interested in him? Is there a slight chance that we'll get him? There's a lot to look forward to in the summer, I'm telling you now. But let me know in the comments what you think about the transfer rumours and how you think our boys are getting on international duty. And if you have obviously enjoyed the show today, please do stick a thumbs up on the video for me. It does help me grow the channel. We are less than 150 away from 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. So please do, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. As I say, now all the equipment's back and working again. A lot more videos and shows coming up on the channel. So a lot to look forward to. You can become a member of the Toon Review as well if you hit the join button just underneath this video, or the link is in the description. If you click on that, it'll take you through that way as well. And of course, a big shout out to our channel sponsors, Geordie Riffs, premium guitar repairs and setup based in the northeast of England, of which they're offering 10% off each at the moment, and a free first guitar lesson if you mentioned the Toon Review. They do have an own recording studio as well, and they cater for any age. So give Graham and Natalie a shout at geordieriffs.co.uk. They're on Instagram at Geordie Riffs, and at Geordie Riffs Official on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, if you're on there, don't forget, look for the Toon Review group on there, click to join, agree to the group rules, and myself or one of the mods will click accept, and you'll be in a fantastic friendly group where we talk about Newcastle, and of course there's no abuse or anything like that. It's just good solid football discussions, and you can catch a Toon Review on Instagram as well, just at the Toon Review. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be back very soon with more content. In the meantime, have a fab weekend. Take care.